Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your April 2016 mid-month readings. I continue to use the Gilded Tarot deck, and even though we are focusing more on the last half of the month than the month entire, I am still using the same 8-card spread with an additional ninth card as your crowning card, your overall theme, feeling, and advice over the reading. These are general readings, so if they don't apply or resonate the same with everyone who watches, as I always say, please check your rising and your moon sign as well. There are some months and some readings where those prove to be a little more predictive for us than others. Thank you to those of you who continue to watch and listen and subscribe to my channel. I see that the community is growing day by day. I appreciate it so much. And please keep the comments coming. I enjoy reading them, both the ones that you put on my channel itself and the ones you send via email. I don't always have the time to respond personally to each and every one, but I do read each of them, so please do keep those coming. And thank you, as I always do, to those of you who continue to reach out for personal readings. It is an honor and a pleasure to be allowed the opportunity to read for you. Thank you so much for that. And for those of you who are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the About sign on my channel's homepage, and that will give you a little more detail and my contact information. And you can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I do readings full time, so I work pretty diligently with your schedule to get you a reading as quickly as possible. My current turnaround time is typically between 1 and 5 days. So let's get into this. This reading is for Aquarius for April 2016 mid-month. Aquarius, April 2016 mid-month. Lovely water bearers. Air sign. What does the remainder of April 2016 hold for you? Aquarius. Lovely Aquarians, April 2016 mid-month. Okay. We begin with the Queen of Wands, followed by the Fool card, the Eight of Wands, followed by the Two of Pentacles, the Empress, followed by the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands, followed by the Eight of Pentacles. And as your crowning card, general theme, feeling, and advice over the reading, the card from the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. Wow, looks like a lot of exciting movement. Let's take a look, Aquarius. Okay, let's begin. So first of all, I'm seeing a lot of movement, and I think what I'm feeling is that a lot of it, for a lot of you, is going to resonate in your Pentacles energy sector, business, career, job, projects, things like that. So we find ourselves at the middle of April 2016 Aquarius with the Queen of Wands, followed by the Fool. So the Queen of Wands. Wands is governed by the element of fire and air. And so Wands is a very action-oriented suit, very dynamic. It's all about change, movement, action, power. And the Queen of Wands is at the top of this particular game. She has mastered all the energies of this suit, the culmination of all the aspects of this suit. Queens, like kings, have reached the mastery of their suit. And this Queen of Wands is very fiery, very creative, very passionate. There's a lot of intuition. I'm just feeling a lot of exciting movement. It actually feels, Aquarius, like around the middle of April 2016, perhaps even more. It sort of feels like you're on fire, and there's a lot of energy, creativity, and passion involved in new ideas, in growing something, expansion, growth, and I feel like you're kind of on fire with a lot of ideas, new ideas, but I feel like it's actually focused in job, career, entrepreneurial projects, perhaps your own business, a creative project of some kind. And it just feels like there's a lot of energy. You're ready to implement things. I'm actually feeling this. You are an air sign, but I'm feeling this energy resonating for you. For some of you, This could resonate as an actual individual, male or female, who's in your sphere, who's also bringing these energies into you, or someone that you're working with. I think for a smaller portion of you, this could represent a partner as well. But for the majority of you, I feel like these are the energies you are manifesting around the middle of April 2016. Very exciting, very enthusiastic. The Queen of Wands is also a very good leader. She has the ability to inspire people who work with her, for her, under her, um, to lead, to inspire with creative enthusiasm. People are naturally drawn to her. Again, it just feels like you're on fire about something this month, Aquarius, and it has to do with building new beginnings. And I feel like for the majority of you, it's in your tangible material world. That Queen of Wands is paired with the Fool card, my favorite card in the entire tarot deck. And the Fool card represents beginnings, the beginning of the beginnings. It is the zero, the first card in the tarot. The Fool is here to remind us that while it is important to set goals and have a destination in mind and work uh, towards those goals, the Fool reminds us that the joy, the learning, and the value is more focused on the steps of the journey itself rather than the destination. This is a card that says, go for it. This is the card about taking risks, stepping out perhaps into a bit of the unknown, maybe a bit out of your comfort zone, Aquarius. One thing about air signs, it can be a challenge sometimes to step out of a comfort zone, especially taking risks, because air signs tend to be more thoughtful, cerebral, logical minded people who tend to come from a place of the mind before the heart. Not that you lack feeling or passion whatsoever. It feels like you're in the middle of the month with plenty of that. But sometimes it can be a challenge for you to take risks, step out in the unknown when you don't have all the facts and figures and information in front of you. But the Fool, Aquarius, is here to tell you that whatever it is you're feeling so enthusiastic, inspired, passionate, creative about, these new ideas about growing and building and expanding something. The Fool is here to say it is time. Take the risk, step out. It's going to be beautiful. Focus on the journey. Set your goals, set your destination, work towards those. But remember to stop and smell the roses and enjoy every step of the journey. It looks like new beginnings are abounding and you are plenty enthusiastic about it. What a beautiful and exuberant, passionate combination. Kind of getting me on fire already this morning. So right next to that, we have the Eight of Wands, followed by the Two of Pentacles. So the Eight of Wands, Wands again, that fiery, creative, movement, action-oriented suit. The Eight of Wands is a card primarily about communication, swift, powerful, successful, profound communication. Whatever this new beginnings is oriented towards Aquarius. And again, I think the majority of you, it's going to be job, business, career, your own business, an entrepreneurial project, a creative project of some kind. You're working towards beginning something new or expanding in a new direction, something already established, like a business or a project already in motion, a job, a career path already begun. There's a real, with that Fool card, sense of newness, beginning something new or expanding into something new. And there's going to be a lot of communication for the next few weeks about this. Positive communications, phone, email, text, memos perhaps. And it's going to provoke some decision making, some reflection, some decision making, maybe it's going to require some juggling too as well, because this communications card, the Eight of Wands, is accompanied by the Two of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles is governed by the element of earth. So Pentacles is all about things in our earthly, tangible, material environment, things we can see and touch and feel. Most often that's money, finances, job, career, property, assets, tangible things. The Two of Cups is a good card. It's a card of balance and duality. It can be a card about juggling, as you can see from the picture on this card. This man is juggling two big, beautiful pentacles. I think paired with this communication card, there's going to be a lot of communication about whatever this expansion is, this new beginning or expansion in something already established. And there may need to be some decisions made. There may need to be some juggling. I feel like a lot of you are going to be really busy and really involved in this thing and kind of going in a lot of different directions at once. But very positive. Again, it feels very movement, very change, action oriented. Some of you, this communication is going to prompt having to make decisions of some kind around, I think, career move, expansion, business expansion, growth, some kind of new outlet, new beginning. The only cautionary piece of advice I would give you about the Two of Pentacles is to be careful that you're not focusing so much of your attention and energy on what you're juggling that you forget to notice some of the good things that are still around you or some opportunities that may still be around you as well. You can see that this man is completely focused. All his concentration is on juggling these two beautiful pentacles, and he's doing it very successfully. But behind him, there are some other beautiful things as well. There's a rainbow in the sky above him, implying the potential for wealth, good luck, good fortune. There's a ship coming in, which also corresponds to that saying, your ship coming in. Again, good luck, good wealth, good fortune, money coming in. And there's a dolphin you can see leaping in the water. Dolphins long being the harbingers of good luck and good fortune. They're all behind this man. He has his back turned to them because all of his attention, all of his focus, his concentration is on juggling these two pentacles. So it's in the upright position. I feel it's very positive. I feel like a lot of you are going to be, again, very busy juggling, growing something new, expanding in a new direction. But just be careful to stop and, as the Fool would say, while you're busy taking this plunge and this risk and this new beginning, to stop and smell the roses and recognize that there's some other things that are quite beautiful to be enjoyed around you too, and some more potential opportunities. But it looks like the time is right to begin this thing, to step out. Right next to that, we have the Empress card, Major Arcana, beautiful card to have, paired with the Nine of Pentacles. So the Empress is a beautiful Major Arcana card. The Empress, the energy of the Empress, the personality of the Empress, she is the ultimate Earth Mother of the Tarot. She is all about nurturing things, planting seeds, watching them grow. The message of the Empress is the time is ripe, the ground is fertile, it is time to sow your seeds. Again, it echoes the message of the Fool card in that whatever it is you're considering beginning, that you're in the middle of the month on fire, so enthusiastic for new ideas, beginning something new, expanding in a new direction. The Fool says do it. The Emperor says the time is right. This card is all about fertility, the ground being ripe to plant your seeds, rebirth, pregnancy. For a small portion of you, this could also be this communication, and this new beginning could represent actual new physical life as well. Some of you may be finding out that you're pregnant or your partner is pregnant this month. Congratulations to those of you for whom that resonates. For the rest of you, again, business, job, career, entrepreneurial project, creative project, the time is right to put those plans into motion, all those ideas into motion, because it is time to begin this thing, to sow your seeds. That's going to build up quite a successful foundation for yourself and lead you to a place of independence, self-empowerment, self-achievement, self-sufficiency. That Empress card is paired with the Nine of Pentacles. Again, we have that lovely earth energy. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, self-sufficiency, and self-empowerment, and prosperity and abundance that's earned through your own work and your own talent, which is what this card represents. You can see that the woman on this card is dressed in a beautiful gown. She's obviously able to take very good care of herself. She's enjoying her beautiful garden. It looks very luxurious. Everything's blooming. She has amassed quite a bit of financial, physical comforts in her world around her, as symbolized by all these lovely glowing pentacles growing on the bush. This is a card of enjoying the fruits of your labor, having put a lot of work, time, effort, resources into building up a foundation for something, and actually being at a place now where you're enjoying it. Everything that this woman is enjoying in her physical, material environment, she has that extra added sense of self-empowerment and self-achievement because she knows that everything she's enjoying, she has worked for. She has earned by dint of her own hard work, her own talents, her own labor, her own hands. The energy of the Nine of Pentacles is that this woman has been given very little, if anything, handed to her on a silver platter. She's worked very hard to build up this successful foundation for herself that she is now enjoying. And paired with the Empress card, Aquarius, again, it's just a beautiful, very active reading for you the rest of this month. The time is right. The Empress says the time is right. Plant the seeds, sow the seeds. You're going to be building up a very good foundation that looks like it's going to pay off for you in quite a very nice way, not only in a tangible, material, financial sort of way, but in that sense of self-achievement, self-empowerment, self-sufficiency. For some of you, this is going to resonate as beginning your own business. and expanding and growing within a currently established business or project of some kind. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but it looks like it's really, really going to pay off beautifully for you, because we have at the end, towards or at the end of the month, and I feel going into May, I actually feel like this is something that's going to play out in the long term as well. We have the Six of Wands paired with the Eight of Pentacles. The Six of Wands is the victory card of the tarot deck. It's a card about triumph, success, achievement, victory. This man is riding back into town, and I say back because otherwise, why would they be cheering him? What did he do? He went off to accomplish something. He had a mission, a quest, something to achieve, something to build, something to do. It was probably a challenge, a struggle, required a lot of hard work, a lot of investment, but he has done it. He has been successful. He has triumphed. He is riding back into town dressed in his finest. His horse is prancing. The banners are waving. The crowds are giving him cheers and praise and accolades. He has been victorious over something. And what it is everything that you're putting into, again, this new project, this new business, this new career path, or expanding on a currently existing one. And your victory is going to come through, and here's the advice as well, through everything that you put into it, because that Six of Wands is accompanied by the Eight of Pentacles, which I like to call the worker bee card, because that's what it represents. It represents a lot of work, dedication, perseverance, which is beautifully symbolized in this card. You can see this man is at his desk working very hard on this beautiful pentacle. And above him in the air are these other seven pentacles, which, one by one, he has worked on just as diligently, just as detail-oriented, and he has been successful with each one of them and put them away. He is building up a steady, successful foundation, laying the groundwork. He has a dream, he has a goal, and he is working on achieving it very successfully. You can see that the sun is setting in the atmosphere outside his window, and perhaps all his coworkers are off having their after dinner cocktails and beer, but he's not. He's still at his desk, hard at work. He's lit the candles because the sun is setting. Perhaps some of you are burning the candle at both ends. It looks like this thing is going to require a lot of energy and hard work, dedication, perseverance, but it's very successful. It's the Eight of Pentacles. You're well on your way, and this is what's going to win you that victory and pay off for you, again, I think, in a very tangible, prosperous way, and also an inner sense too, an inner sense of achievement and empowerment. I think for a lot of you, I think for most of you, this is the Pentacles sector of your life, that energy, material world, job, career, finances, property perhaps, your own business, an entrepreneurial project. Some of you, this is going to represent perhaps family growing. There may be a handful of you, I feel that this is representing pregnancy and your family actually growing and expanding, and you're considering how to grow and expand as a result of that. In terms of love and relationship energy, you can always apply this energy to that sector of your life as well, Aquarius, but I'm not really feeling any of that. So for those of you who are looking more for that, you may want to check your rising or your moon sign or some of the other readers out there as well. I'm not getting a lot of love and relationship. It seems more career, work, finance, material world, but it looks very beautiful, very bright. It looks like you feel very enthusiastic about it. A lot of work, perhaps some juggling. Make sure to take some time to smell the roses while you're out there risk-taking. But overall, it looks really, really bright, really beautiful. And again, your crowning card kind of echoes this growth, this expansion, this growth. We have the Two of Wands as the overall energy over this, and advice too. This man has reached a crossroads in something, and the implication of this card is that the road that he has walked on up until now has been pretty good. He's come to a crossroads and he's considering which path to take. And he wants to take the path that provides the most expansion and growth for him, particularly in a long-term sort of way, because that's what this card represents, expansion and growth and continuing a forward momentum. So don't get stuck too long in any decision-making rut, Aquarius. Again, I know a lot of air signs like to be very considerate, very thoughtful, plan out everything, gather all the facts, the logic, the information. But remember the message of the Fool. It's time to take the risk. It's time to step out. It's time to begin this thing. The Empress says the time is right, so take the path, step out, take the one that's going to provide the most opportunity and the most potential for growth and expansion in whatever this is, and don't be afraid to take a risk. So, Aquarius, what a beautiful, bright, very active, enthusiastic reading. I hope it's resonated with you and brought to at least some of you some insight and clarity and food for thought on what lays ahead for the remainder of this month. And again, going forward, I feel like this is something you're going to start that's going to play forward for quite some time. But it looks like a lot of hard work and perseverance is really going to garner you a lot of happy success. So again, thank you for watching. And for those of you who are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the About sign on my channel's homepage to get a little more information. And you can also email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. And until I see you again in a couple of weeks for the May 2016 general readings, I wish you, as always, joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks, Aquarius, and I'll see you soon.